We've got 3 harvesters lined up to shoot with this drone. We are finally going to see how epic and cinematic the DJI FPV drone can be. Now these harvesters were moving, they weren't mucking around. I had to be pretty quick. I had to know what kind of shots I wanted. They were lined up just for us, so I only had, 10-15 minutes to get these shots. I had to fly just under a kilometer just to reach these harvesters, so it was a bit of a flight to get there and a flight to get back. So I had to keep in mind conserving my battery to make sure I could make that flight back to base. I was so stoked how the DJI FPV performed. Considering the dust and all the grain that was getting flicked up, I flew through multiple passes of heavy dust, and I didn't get any warnings. The drone didn't act weird at any stage, so I was so stoked. The battery life was also really good. My batteries were fully charged and I shot all of this just on one battery. So it was around about a 12-13 minute flight time. That's with the added weight of the GoPro on there and having to fly back almost a kilometer back to where we landed. Now this is an epic drone and I love it. I love what DJI have done with it, but the camera on it is shit. Well, it's not shit, it's usable, but it's not, it could be better. So that's why I've mounted the GoPro on the top. I can use gyro flow, it gives me the flexibility to grade how I want and just that extra flexibility in post. And I did color grade this quite dramatically, so have a look at the before and have a look at the after, and you can see how much went into the color grading. And I just don't think the DJI camera would handle this type of grading. And it would just start to fall apart. On these types of flights, you have to really back yourself. This was a commercial flight. If I crash into the harvester, it's not good. So you really have to take calculated risks when you're flying in these situations. You still want to get epic shots, but you still have to have that little bit of caution when you're flying, because if you stuff up, this drone could end up in the bin, it could end up in the window, it could end up anywhere, so you really need to fly with caution. So let me know what you guys thought of the edit. Did you like the way I edited this, the speed ramping, the color grading, all that kind of thing? I'd love your feedback to see if this was something you'd like me to go more in depth with how I actually did it. And that's it, I'll see you in the next one. Hooroo!